Right. The next induction to the British BMX Hall of Fame class of 2022. Pioneer Female Racer. So we'd like to introduce you to your presenters of the award for this evening. Can we have to the stage, please, Sue Jarvis and Dylan Clayton? So we just heard from Sue, but Dylan, would you like to say a few words about what the Hall of Fame event means to you?
I think Jamie and Andy and a few others have pretty much put it all out there. You know, this is a family, and for me, it's been a 40-year journey this year, and it's a strange thing. BMX, it pulls you in and it keeps you in, and this is proof of that. You know, to see all these people come back together as part of this BMX family is amazing. So yeah, thanks for everybody who contributed to this and for everybody for being here. One family, eh?
And the winner is...
So let's look at the amazing career of Sarah Jane Nichols, the one BMX racer who everyone feared to be in the same moto with. In 1981, Sarah began her journey to BMX stardom, as you would expect, by winning her first race in Southampton. And basically, she never stopped winning. Here's some highlights. 4 times NBMXA Titles, 3 times UKBMX Titles, 4 times European titles, and a world champion win in 1986. Since Sarah's departure from BMX, she earned a karate black belt, played ice hockey for Great Britain, and had a role in a TV show called Ice Warriors. In 2010, Sarah quit ice hockey and took up road cycling by taking part in a charity ride to Paris with 210 miles in the saddle. No wonder we are proud to welcome Sarah Jane Nichols into the British BMX Hall of Fame.
All right, let's have her up to the stage, Sarah Jane Nichols. That's all right. Right, going to hand the mic over to Sarah.
Oh, wow. I don't know what to say. So Sue just reminded me that back in the 80s we were known as powder puffs. We had junior and we had senior powder puffs. I mean, I don't know how that would fare these days, but okay, moving swiftly on. I'd just like to say a few thank yous, really. Thank you. The big thank you goes to my parents, Linda and Mick. They're over there somewhere. I can't see a thing. Without them, my dad especially buying me my first BMX bike, which I must admit, actually I have to say this story. So I came downstairs Christmas morning and I was expecting, I'd always want all the kids out on their new BMXs, and I was really hoping for a little blue and yellow rally burner. And I know, everyone had it, right? And then, so I come downstairs and there was this red hotshot bike. So me and my brother were like, okay, yeah, they're nice, thank you. Didn't want to sound too disappointed, but at the end of the day, I want to thank my dad because he put a bit of research into it, and he went and looked around the bikes, yeah, and the hotshot was actually a decent sort of race bike. And so thank you for that, Dad. From that moment on, obviously I went to my first race meeting, and it went from there. Oh my God, I'm waffling. And so from Hotshot, I would like to thank Les Windle and Hotshot BMX because they were my first sponsors. Thank you, Les, Jane, June, Stephen. Moving on just briefly, like the sponsorship, Tim March and MRD. Bit controversial, but thank you for Tim for my brief spell there. Redline, Steve Wilson, thank you very much. Without the Halford sponsorship, I wouldn't have managed my first little motor car, my first little Ford Fiesta. And then Vincent Frames, and I wasn't so grateful that they sprayed my beloved Redline back to a sort of they sprayed it in their colours, which was a blue colour. But moving on from that, I'd like to then thank Christian Kift, who's not here tonight, but he's the Mongoose team manager. But Clifton, Christian, sorry, he transformed my red line and he's got it all back to looking back as it was back in '86, and it looks amazing. Thank you, Christian. And from that, having my BMX restored, I've done a couple of old school events, and it's been lovely meeting up with all the old school people around the country the last sort of year. Thank you. And from that as well, sorry, keep waffling, Andover BMX Club, who I've just recently joined, and as Neil mentioned earlier, I've been back training, and you may see me on the race circuit next year. You never know. We'll see. But I would like to say there's just there's a few people, obviously those that are not here this evening, but there's also that passed on, but there's also a few that haven't been able to make it because they are not well. It's lovely to see Errol, and he's made it here this evening. Well done, Errol. But I want to give a big shout out. Not all of you will know this chap, but his name is Joe Whiffy. Well, that's his nickname. Those that know Joe, I know he's watching from his hospital bed. Keep fighting, mucker. And Frank Tennant as well. And yeah. And that's it. Thank you very much. This means so much to me. Thank you.
It's not so good right now.
And Stu, I'm coming back to table 23.